everyone, it's Jan with What You Make It, and as you can see, my desk is a wreck from all of the fall projects in our fall project series. And so the day after Thanksgiving, I'm going to, instead of going out and doing some shopping, I'm going to be cleaning and putting away all the stuff that I got out for the fall, and I'm going to begin working on our Christmas project series. But I thought I would give you just a little taste of what my first project is going to be, and that is a project, honestly, I have been waiting to do this one probably for 3 or 4 years. If you are familiar with December dailies or Journal Your Christmas with Shamel Lang, those are both great projects, and I'll leave some links down below for you. I've participated in both of them over the last few years, and the one with Shamel is a daily prompt and lots of great creative information for you to journal through your Christmas, or scrapbook your Christmas, or make a mini album for your Christmas, you know. And the great thing about it, you pay for the class price for the class for 1 year, and then when you are an alumni, you get the same prompts every year. So you can use them after that first year to kind of maybe update your mini album or your scrapbook, or make a whole new one. And I have played along with that for several years now. And then there's times when I have gone more the direction of Allie Edwards with December Daily, which is more kind of just documenting what happened every day of the month, because we all know that the holiday season begins to get a little crazy, and when it's all said and done, you might forget what you did. So it kind of encourages you to take a picture or two every day and write about what you've done. Allie is great at really helping us capture the stories of our daily lives. So I'll give you a link to her blog as well. But this project is one, this Christmas, this particular, this year, I'm going to do kind of a combination mini album. I'm going to do some journaling. It's going to be my journal for December. I'm going to put pictures in it. It's going to be a real hybrid of everything that I've ever done. But the thing that I'm excited about is that this year I am taking a book cover from a vintage Charles Dickens, Christmas books of Dickens. We're all familiar with Christmas Carol, but he wrote actually several short stories about Christmas, and I came across this book a few years ago, and I got it, and I've kind of been holding on to it until I was ready to do something really fun with it. And what I'm going to do, you have seen this one. This is one of my previous videos that I did, and I used a book cover to create this little mini album when my son was graduating, to give from him to his dad. And I created all of the inside pages. We did a lot of collaging, and we have pictures in here. And I'll link you back to this video. It's one of my very first videos that I ever did. But it's going to be this same sort of thing. I'm going to create some signatures, and I will then bind them into this book. And right now my plan is for the book pages to be made out of actually the pages from A Christmas Carol. And then I also have a couple of vintage Christmas Carol stories, and back in the 50s, I think people would get several of these, and then when they would actually go caroling, everybody had their own little songbook as they sang. It's very fun. So I've kind of been pulling things together for several years for this, and I'm really excited, and I will be back to show that to you. I probably will do a couple of videos about that. I'm going to show you the page making process, and then I'm going to show you, if you're wanting to do kind of a December daily, I'm going to do another video that is about creating you know, maybe your date tags and your date elements for each page. And then I'll probably do another one on just some fun embellishment tags kind of thing. So I think we'll probably have 3 kinds of project videos out of this. But I thought I would show you now the paper collection that I'm going to use. This is from Basil Basic Paper. It is called Believe. It's by Margot Romney Aslet, and I love this paper, and I think it will work really well. I'm using the 6x6, and I have a few of the 12x12 as well, but I really think that these very vintagey colors, I like both the A's and the B sides of all of them, but I think that they're going to look really good with the book pages and the music sheets that I have. So I'm going to be using that. I'm using the 6x6, the 12x12, and then I also have the journaling cards, which I just think will make great tags. I don't know if you have seen these. I just think they're beautiful. They're really warm, vintagey colors. And even if you are more of a clean and simple scrapper, I think you would like these too, because there's just some great elements that you can use. So that's what the plan is for this, and I will be getting started on that probably on Friday, and I'll be back to show you how I did that. But I thought in the meantime I might show you a little bit of a project that I worked on last year. This was the book that I made last year, and you'll remember that last year was Christmas was coming right on the heels of my father passing away and going home to be with the Lord, and so I was very reflective, and I wanted to do a lot more journaling, but I didn't get around to actually making the book until after Christmas. And so one of my goals for this year is to take all the journaling that I did and some of the art journaling that I did and transfer it into this book. But I thought I would share it with you today just to give you some ideas. The cover and the back cover are made with Coordinations cardstock from Jenny Bolin. Love those. And I've edged it with some picket fence crackle paint. This was an old frame that I got at a garage sale, and I put just a little spray of some pine and my little red bird. I really like it. And I'm not going to make you look at every single page of it, but I thought I would give you just a little bit of, maybe a couple of ideas. I was using the 12x12 papers, and I basically this was Lost and Found Christmas from my mind's eye last year. I did some vellum, had just started using the silhouette, so I had some fun cutting out some of those. And when you need a little extra room, just creating a flap is a really good idea. Again, this is I just created a journaling spot. I knew that quite a bit of what I was doing this year was going to be journaling oriented. But I've created places that I can tuck some pictures in as well. This, I'm going to do another one of these because I want her in my new book. So I'll show you how I did that. This is paper piecing on a CC Designs. And, oh, here's a fun thing. I cut out the paper in the tree shapes and then just laid it over the page. And this is a Starbucks coffee sleeve. So again, just was doing some stamping, using some distress stains, and just did some different techniques. And I'll probably do some similar techniques this year, so I'll show you. In fact, I probably will show you how I did this particular. This was a stamp that I then did some watercoloring with, and masked this off and did some distress stains over it, distress inks, and then some stamping. So it was very fun, and I did this technique a couple of times in the book. Now, this page just was fun. I wanted to leave the paper back here, but I knew that I needed some extra journaling, so I created a little match book here and did some stamping up here and just put some extra pages in for me to journal with. Did a silhouette cameo cut just on the front there, and then I added magnets to it so that it could actually just pop back in place and stay there. So here's another one of those pages that I did with glimmer mists and stamps, and it's ready for me to transfer my journaling. And here's another one of those little flap pages. Let me show you what's over here. I put one of the Jenny Bolin die cut calendars over here. Used the Tim Holtz die and the movers and shapers from the and did some burlap. So really very much easy stuff, places for pictures. This is a fun thing, and if you're doing kind of a December daily kind of thing, getting an old baseball trading card sleeve and putting some of the 6x6 papers, cutting them down into the kind of the ATC size. You know, they have these, and I think they normally, there's like 9 of these little ATC or baseball card size pages in there, but they're a great place. You can tuck a little picture in, do a little journaling, and I just have, again, it's ready for me to take the stuff from last year and put it in. So again, more just kind of fun art journaling stuff. I put some Distress ink up there and sprayed some water and let it drip down the page, and did just some little extra things to give it a little bit of flavor. Here's another stamp that I stamped and then masked off and did some spraying. And again, just, you know, what I'm going to show you that I do is when I'm getting ready to start a project like this, I gather all the little bits and pieces like these kinds of things, the little jewels, some old buttons, whatever I may, my punches. I put them all in just a little box that I keep right by my desk. And so if I have you know, Christmas washi tape or little journaling things or whatever, I bring them all together, and I'm a digger. So I love when I'm trying to figure out what do I need right up here, I can just go dig through that little box and find a little grouping of things. So you'll probably see me doing this sort of technique again. So I'm not going to spend a huge amount of time on it, but it's fun, and it's a great way to create a good journaling page. Again, here's another one of those stamps. I think this is a Stampin' Up! Collection of 3 stamps that you can do. Tim Holtz stamp, and I made another little journaling spot. Put that in here. This flower was made from a dryer sheet. Go figure, right? So again, just was using all of those elements. This is another one of those just misted backgrounds, and just made it look kind of wintry with some spots of ink. And then I took a snowflake stamp and made a tree out of it. So, you know, look at your stamps and see what you can come up with. This was just some embossing that I did with the same set of stamps. I think that is a Stampin' Up! Snowflake stamp set as well. And then this was fun. I embossed 3 of the Tim Holtz embossing folders onto tags, and kind of did 3 different colors and put some crackle paint over it. And I do have a card that I'm going to show you that I use the same technique on another project here in a bit. But underneath, you lift those up, and I used some tags and made a little wreath for the O there. So I actually am going to have fun doing 2 of these books this year, because I'm going to be trying to take some time to put this one back together. Actually put the elements in it that did all the journaling for last year and kind of complete that project. And then I will be working on the new one and inviting you along to do that. So I hope you have a great Thanksgiving, that you will be, if you're not in the United States, you have a great rest of the week. We're going to all disappear for about a day and hang out with our families and reflect on our blessings and eat way too much food. So I will need to get myself in gear when Thanksgiving is past, and I'm going to get into my studio and I'm going to get it cleaned out, and then I'm going to get down to business of making some great Christmas projects along with you. I hope you'll join me. You all have a great rest of the week, a blessed holiday if you are here, and we'll be back soon. Take some time for creative play. Bye.